Hello, it's Kadisha. I'm back with another video. Stand on your intuition. And I have a story as always. So, I was watching this movie. You probably would know the movie, but you may not. But that's not the reason. You don't need to know the movie or need to have watched the movie in order to understand this. However, we all have this knowing, and we call it intuition, but I believe it's the Holy Spirit. So whatever you want to call it, and people who may not know God may say, oh, well, maybe it's something else. But I feel like everybody has this knower, which I really just believe, like I said, come from God. And I was watching this movie, and this lady got married to this guy, and he was like a really big dreamer, and he invented something, and her family just was talking like really bad about him because he was a dreamer, but he was very like ambitious, but it's so hard to explain without trying to make him sound like a bad person, because from the outside looking in, it looked that way. It looked like he was just like lazy, and not necessarily lazy, but more so wanting his thing to take off. And so when I say stand on your intuition, it's because the wife, she married him, and she was trying to support him, but she had so many people in her ear telling her this or that or that or this. But anyway, the thing that broke the straw that broke the camel's back was some type of way her house, which was like a family house, was taken back because of something he did. And it was just like, how are you gonna basically take up my family house for something that you're trying to get done? I really can't remember it, but I'll have to remember the small details, because what I'm trying to say is she basically loved this guy. She was being with this guy, but he was just having this hard time. And like I said, her family's in her ear, so she's like, I don't know what really to do. But anyway, so she was like, I'm gonna go ahead and get a divorce, because of, like I said, she has everybody in her ear, and it seems like this guy is just not working out. But he did not want to get a divorce. He was like, I really don't want to get a divorce, but if that's what you want to do, I'm not going to try to make you stay. Anyway, long story short, so after they get a divorce, he ends up, his invention takes off, and he's like basically well off now. And he ended up getting her mom's, I think it's her mom's house. That's why I said family, because I can remember. I think it was her mom's house. He ended up buying it back so that she could have it back. And then he gave her like $1 million. He gave her a bunch of money. And she felt so bad. She felt so bad. She had wanted to be with him, and he ended up being with somebody else. And it was such a sad movie, because I'm not gonna watch it again. Some movies, you know how some movies you watch over and over again. You're like, oh, like kind of like Home Alone. And some movies you watch it once and you're like, I got the moral. And because it's another movie like that that I watched. It's 2 movies, I feel like, and I just started this list from these movies that I watched once. And no, because it's real life, and it's something that can happen, but it's too real, I guess. Maybe that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's too real, but yes. But anyway, like, he got married to this other lady. He's going on with his life, and she could not get over it. And it was so sad. It was so sad. It was really sad. And I just want to piggyback off of that, because of course that was a movie, and I hope that didn't happen in real life, but it could very well happen in real life, where we give up on somebody just because other people are telling us things. And so that's why I wanted to title this video and actually start off saying, stand on your intuition. And sometimes and I won't say intuition, but sometimes we do have an emotional attachment that may not be our intuition. So it's like, make sure this is something that and I say, because I believe in Jesus, I would say pray about it. But it's just like, if you don't, I don't know what else to tell you, because I don't know how else you would know if that's the answer that you should do or not. But I just feel like really we have to stand on what we know, and especially if it's principle based. Okay, And I would just use that story for example. She married this guy and he didn't have, he wasn't a millionaire already. So it's just like him wanting, and I think she was supporting the family. I think that's how it went. And so she must have been like this really, I don't think she was like a millionaire herself, but she had a good job and she was kind of just supporting the family because he was building this dream. And that's okay. Sometimes that may be the case, but I'm not trying to tell people what they should do in their relationship. The only thing I'm telling you is to stand on what you know and be careful not to allow the enemy, and I say the enemy because he uses anybody, and so it could be our family members, it could be close friends, it could be whoever, but it's making sure that you're in tune with your creator so that you know what you're feeling in your stomach about a situation is the way for you to go. And just because that worked out, like I said, in that story that way, doesn't mean that that's going to be everybody's story, and vice versa. So we have to make sure that whatever we're doing, whatever we're choosing to do, not allowing people to talk us out of a situation or talk us into something if we feel in our gut that this is not what we should be doing. So I hope you were able to grab something from this video, and thank you so much for watching. Like I always say, sea cambio que quieres ver en otros. Until next time, bye.